Here's an early Father's Day present. You can be a father and still be cool. Who says so? Larry Bleidner, he's the author of Mack, Mastering Parenting Without Losing Your Style, Your Cool, or Your Mind. He's joining us now from L.A. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
What exactly is a Mack Daddy?
Mack Daddy is really the prototype
ultimate.
for the dad the one you want to be. In the book, I've sort of parsed it out into several different archetype dads. And there's Daddy Distant, Lactating Daddy, Deferrer Daddy, Rubber Stamp Daddy. There's a lot of those around. They're pretty easy to identify. You see them every day. Oh, absolutely.
What's a lactating daddy? Is he a daddy that wears a bra?
Well, I don't know if it's that, but certainly, a shirt with flaps for quick nursing emergencies. He rides in the back while mommy drives and pretends to nurse, and he just doesn't seem to understand. The kid already has a mommy.
Yeah.
He doesn't need two of them.
So you're talking about kind of an emotional dad? Is that it?
Well, not necessarily. I think a Mack Daddy can be very emotional, absolutely, and he loves his kids fiercely. But at the same time, he's stepping into the role that the dad provides. You know, he's sort of a bit of an authoritarian, and he's there to guide and to help and to make sure the kid turns out the best possible kid he can be.
You know, a lot of times when you watch TV, you see the married with children kind of dad. I mean,
yes.
That's the kind of impression we get of dads. I'm sure they don't like that.
I'm sure. I think, that's kind of what prompted me to write this book. I mean, if you believe Hollywood or television, when a man becomes a father, he automatically gains 50 pounds in body weight and loses 50 points from his IQ.
Yeah.
And that just isn't so. My dad was a pretty cool guy, but yours is. My uncles were all good guys. Dads get a lot of bashing. So this is sort of turns that around a little bit. It says, wait a minute, you can be a dad and a cool one as well.
It's hard even to be a mom and be a cool mom because you're tired. You're changing diapers and all that. So how does a dad keep it together?
I think it's a question of balance. The Mack Daddy archetype, of course he's there to provide, but always the kid comes first. So if there's a piano recital or a softball game coming up at the end of the week, he's going to find a way to finagle or finesse that late night at the office and get somebody to sub for him or take on the account, whatever it takes to be there for that child as much as possible.
But don't you find there's like a lot of social pressure to be, the guy that makes the money and brings home the bread kind of deal,
Absolutely.
I mean, from the workplace, what do you mean you're going home to hang out with your kids?
Absolutely. But, in the book, I sort of find there's a way to kind of turn that around because contrary to some opinions, really, the big corporations around the world are pretty much run by people who have families, and guys with families are immediately perceived as more loyal and better workers than single guys. I mean, they're not going to run off with a belly dancer in the middle of the corporate merger. Okay?
Probably not. Hopefully not.
So I would urge guys that become fathers to make a big splash about that around the office. Put that screensaver picture up with your kid on it, and pass out some chocolate cigars or whatever you've got, so that they know, you're now perceived as being much more stable, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Come raise time.
Mack Daddy secrets. You've got a few. Give us a few.
Mack Daddy secrets. Well, here's a great one that very few guys know. Your child can make you an instant babe magnet or rock star.
I think guys know that one.
I don't know. I didn't know that. If I'd known that when I was single, I'd have been renting kids every weekend. But when I found out, with both my daughters, by the time they were 2 or 3 months old, you couldn't keep me away from the mall or Main Street because you'd be swamped by women. Freud obviously didn't know. Women want babies.
They
That's
do.
what they want.
They do.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll
yes,
pass over the guy just to get to the baby.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So when I hold the kid, it's right by my face. So I think I'm getting all that adulation. It's for him, but it doesn't matter. It feels just as good.
You're having a lot of fun with this too. A lot of kind of daddy types. Can you talk about the other ones? I mean, we talked about lactating. Who's the other one?
Sure. The other type, there's Deferrer Daddy, okay, and he's very dictatorial, and it's his way or the highway, and he doesn't necessarily wear, jack boots and carry a riding crop. Frequently, you'll see him at the ball field, and he's got a windbreaker on that says Coach. Okay. There's Distant Daddy. He's kind of a throwback from another age. He is the guy who only believes, you know what? Roof over the heads, food on the table,
here's
good
your 20
education.
bucks.
Here's your 20 bucks. I'm done. I'm playing golf. Those guys are kind of they're fading into the background, I think, in the new millennium.
So what do you think? What do you think the new dad's all about today? The modern dad. Who is?
I think again. He's a guy that puts his kids first, who loves them with a psychotic fierceness, if you will, and they're everything. Of course, he's going to make a living. He's going to take care of mom, but he's there to provide the things that a man provides, the kind of guidance, the kind of maybe a little bit of discipline that Daddy's there. He's there to kick butt and take names sometimes. You know, that's part of his job.
So, what is the biggest thing Daddy say to you that they just can't handle about fatherhood?
Well,
is that a secret?
I have two daughters, and my friends who have sons, I always say to them, "What's the good thing about sons?" And they say, "You know what? They never care what they wear."
That's a good thing.
And, that's true. You know, it can take me a half an hour to get out of the house with my 6-year-old to make sure the shoes and the purses are coordinated. It's tough.
That's cute. Well, thanks so much, Larry.
Thank you, Sarika.
Seems like a great book. The book is called Mack Daddy: Mastering Parenting Without Losing Your Style, Cool, or Mind.